Go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, this has nothing to do with drawings or anything of the like when they're with their mother and Ryan happens to be there or he's living with the mother at this time. This has to do with the fact that Ryan has verbally and personally tried to attack me multiple times, not only at the police station, but inside the police station, in public spaces like at the soccer field.
Let me interrupt you. Do you have any witnesses that will support that statement in the courtroom today?
Well, Manchester Police Department.
No. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you have any witnesses that are here today that would support what you just said?
I have a videotape of an encounter that started this process. If I could show that to the court, I could submit that and show what happened at the child pickup that necessitated this hearing. And this is a
what medium is it in?
What's that?
What's the format?
It would be a video, and I could submit that via a CD or a file tape.
Let me take a look. Have a seat.
Can I say something?
Yeah, I'm going to give this back to you. It's of interest, but I don't think it really goes to the issue at hand. Do you have anything further, sir, that you'd like to say? This is your petition, so you have to support it in any way you.
Yes, Your Honor. Again, this is about protection for my children and for me at the child exchanges, and also my concern about Ryan's behavior and attitude. I actually called DCYF, and there's an ongoing investigation about Ryan locking the children in their room with no way to extricate themselves from that room. He's continuously had issues with child pickup. The Manchester Police Department has told him on multiple occasions that he's not to be there and that he has no business being there. He's not their father. He's not even their stepfather. He's not married to Lisa. And Lisa can come to all the child exchanges. I personally have gone to every single child exchange. And there's absolutely no reason for Ryan to be there for my safety, for the boys' safety. There's no reason
Where does the exchange take place?
It actually takes place at the Manchester Police Department, and I requested that as part of an ongoing child custody thing because of situations like this, where there's he said, she said. They personally try to attack me. That's why I videotaped the encounter, because I've had issues in the past, and I just want to protect my children and make sure that they're not subjected to this sort of situation, being put in a bind where they have to choose one side or the other. That's not fair to them, and that's certainly not a good situation them to be privy to. There's no reason this gentleman has to be there. There's no reason he has to personally verbally attack me or threaten me in any way that he has been doing. There's absolutely no reason for that, and I ask this court at minimum to grant protection orders for my children and for me at child exchanges, and if this escalation continues, I will come back to this court and ask for a full protection order against Ryan with the children, because I believe he's a serious threat to their safety, especially, and they're obviously trying to parental alienate the children, and this is part of that package, trying to get me into a fight because of the New Hampshire laws. There's a mutual combatant law, so if he were to physically attack me, which he's tried to do multiple times, I've had to go into the Manchester Police Department or go over to the desk to pick up the phone, then I could be in trouble because he attacked me.
Keep your voice down a little bit, right?
Yeah, I understand, but you understand my situation and my concern for the safety of my children, and that's why we need this protection order. He doesn't need to be there for the child exchanges, and I'm concerned about the children's welfare in general. That's why I called DCYF, and there is an investigation into that, Your Honor.
Is there an open file in circuit court on the divorce?
Well,
child
yeah.
custody?
Yeah, there is a current ongoing situation with the parenting plan, and we're moving forward at that. I've submitted some documentation to the court on what I believe is the concerns with this situation. My two children go to school. They're in the city of Manchester. My one son has some anger issues, and that's clearly coming from this gentleman over here, because there's obviously some high conflict in this situation, and they're further escalating, and that's causing my son emotional problems, and that's my concern. I want to cut that out and protect them so they don't have to deal with this, and that my son can move on and process this information so he can be safe and not have to worry about this sort of situation. It's patently unfair to the children that they deal with this sort of issue. Yes, Your Honor. If you give me a few minutes, you let them kind of tell a story. It's important to note that my concern for the children and their welfare starts because Ms. Taglieri allowed two felon drug dealers to live with her and sell heroin out of the house. In fact, she's actually a felon.
We're going to go back to the purposes. This is
limited
to the petition, and really, all of this should be before the circuit court in the domestic case, and not on a restraining order concept. But go ahead.
I agree with that concept, but it has to put into context my concern and why I see what's going on here. This is a continuation of bad decisions of allowing people to come into my children's life that are putting them in harm. And again, this comes down to the fact that I have a videotape of him coming into the police station. I've videotaped this because of the situations that were happening, because of an ongoing situation where he doesn't need to be present. If Lisa had a meeting with a counselor or something, I'd have been more than happy to change the time, either move it forward or move it back. She never contacted me in that regard. She knows that I don't like Ryan being there. The Manchester police have told him personally multiple times, you do not need to be here. There's no purpose for you here. She has her mother, she has her aunt, she has other individuals that I'm okay with allowing them to pick up the children. This goes back to Ryan. This goes back to my concern. Again, she says I say things to the children. Well, she's subjecting the children to this ongoing situation with allowing this person to show up to the exchanges and cause havoc. And that's what I want to avoid. I don't need that. The children don't need that.
The appropriate jurisdiction for this matter is the circuit court on the parenting plan. I'm going to leave Judge Smuckler's prior order in place for the time being. In other words, you're not picking up the children. All right. The only reason I'm doing is to separate, but this should be raised with in the family court parenting plan. It's clearly. That's the appropriate place for this. The order is simply going to request that you not be at the exchange at the police station, all right?
That's
and no further findings.
That's fine. Thank you very much.
All right. You're all set.
Hey, you want to make a video of me, my buddy? Want to keep making a video of me? Keep going at it. Keep going at it.
Yep, I just want you to be aware that gentleman's walking in here threatening me. What's that?
What is going on? As far as I know, you're doing child exchange.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Who's the other party?
He's my ex's current boyfriend.
You know his name?
Yep, Ryan Taglieri.
What's your name?
My name's Greg Fedor, Fedor.
Do you want to talk to an officer about that? Or
Yes, I would actually. Thank you.
what was the nature of the threat?
He came in here threatening me, and you could see his actions as he walked in the door, storming here, pointing, yelling, screaming, and saying, you know.
Nothing he said would constitute a threat.
No, I understand that, but you can see his tone and you can see his demeanor.
Alright, I'll put a call for service and we'll get you set up for an officer, okay?
All right, thank you very much.